Hi, I would like to bring something on the topic called love. What is love? Or what is your opinion basing on love? So, love is something most beautiful feelings that every human being experience in our lifetime. It is a variety of different feelings like states and emotions that range from interpersonal affections to pleasures. Love means like closeness, care, affections, protections, attractions, and trust. Every being present in this universe experience love in this way or in that way. There are so many questions when it comes for love for every one of us. How do you know that if you are in love? Why do you fall in love? Is it possible to fall in love at first sight? These are some of the questions that arises in every human or every youngsters in this generation or the other generation which has already passed or the generation which will come ahead of us. What is love? Or love, is it really, it can happen love at first sight or not? Like we often think this love is in terms of romance. No, love doesn't comes in terms of romance only, but also it comes between friends and family members. It can be like a true types where love has its own rights and they just get you know as powerful as they are. According to the ancient Greek society, love is been understood in different concept. Love has got different concept. So like it is been like embodied in a different words and they are also still relevant in today's generation or today's time. They can help us to understand like what kind of love we are experiencing. So they are a kind of love according to the Greek ancient times. The first one is Eros love, or that is called sexual passion. The second one is Philia, that is deep love between friendship, okay, deep friendship. Number three is Ludus, or which is in other words called playful love. Number four is Agape, love for everyone. This derived from the Christian perspective of love. The fifth one is Pragma, long lasting love. Pragma, long lasting life. The sixth one is Philautia, love of the self, love of the self. When we talk about this love of the self, in today's generation, most of us like focus. If my relationship with that certain person is not right, why don't I start loving myself, right? This is something called philia dia love, which is called love of self. Number seven is stored, or which is called family love. The eighth one is mania, obsessive love. We sometimes call as maniac, right? So obsessive life, a love. Let us see what is this Eros love is talking about. Eros is the word for romantic. Okay, Eros is a word that is for the indicating romantic, passionate love, named after the Greek god of love and desire. Eros is fury, intense forms of love which arouses sexual and romantic feelings. With Eros love, people let go of their boundaries and get into very physically and emotionally involved. This can be a time when people can't get enough of being with their partners or lovers. For this reason, that Eros love was thought to be a dangerous type of love because of how it made people lose control. Eros love can be said like admiring someone physical body, okay, admiring someone physical body, physical need, physical touch, such as hugging and kissing. Romantically affectionate, they are romantically affectionate. The second one is philia, deep friendship love. Philia, love is between friends. Philia can means between love between equals, love connected with the minds, love between people who have shared hard times. Philia is a love without romantic and attraction and occurs between friends and family members. It occurs when both people share the same values and respects others. It commonly refers to as brotherly love. Most of the time we see that we are brotherly love, right? So this philia is known as brotherly love. Okay, our mind articulates which friends are on the same wavelengths as you and I, with whom you and I can trust. That is called philia love. Philia love can be also engaged in deep conversation with a friend, open mind and be trustworthy. Be supportive during hard times. Number 3 is Ludus, playful love. Playful love, an affectionate type of love. Okay, Ludus is a playful and affectionate type of love. This might mean that love and excitement will you feel when you have a crush on someone, or when you are, you know, getting to know them. Ludus can mean flirting and teasing in the early stage of friendship, but it can also relate to playfulness, affection between friends and between, children. Love can be like flirt, engage in whimsical conversation, spend time together to love and have fun. Exemplified like children's behavior together, right? So this is called playful love. When we look the life of the kids, the children, they have fun, they pull one another, they beat one another, but again they come back together and they have that playfulness. They are sorry and then they go back to the mood that they were before as they involve themselves in having fun, right? Number 4 is agape. Agape love for everyone. Agape love is for everyone. It is, as I said before, it is a Christianity, reference, which has derived from the Christian perspective, of self-love, unconditionally love for others and love between God and humans. Agape is a spiritual kind of love involving enormous empathy. This kind of love means that we can accept, forgive, and trust others. The concept of charity and sacrifice within agape can be thought of as the highest form of love. Okay, once again I repeat, the concept of charity and sacrifice within agape can be thought of as the highest form of love. In Christianity, an example like God sending his begotten son Jesus Christ into the world to set the people from the bondage of sin. Okay, number 5 is pragma, long-lasting life. Pragma. Pragma means long-lasting life. It is a love that has endured and matured over time and has meaning. Okay, this kind of love often involves compromises both from people in their relationship. Okay, as well as patience and tolerance. And the focus is more on staying in love rather than just falling in love. Okay, pragma is the result of action of both sides of the relationship. It involves people who makes agreement and stick to them, who put the relationship first. Pragma love continue to strengthen the bond of long-term relationship. Seek and show effort with your partner. Choose to work with your partner forever, right? When we look this love, we can also state an example from our parents' love. How our father and mother have lasted their love. How they have compromised many areas of their wants and needs. How they have always tolerated one another of their flaws and accepted one another as they are, and they are long lastingly happily married, and they believe in staying in love and in long-term relationship, right? Number 6 is like Philautia, love of the self. As I said, love of the self. Philautia is a healthy form of love where you recognize your self-worth, okay? Where you recognize your self-worth and not ignoring your personal needs. Self-love begins with acknowledging your responsibility for your well-being. It's challenging to exemplify the outbound type of love because you can't afford what you don't have, isn't it? Like this Philautia love can be shown like create an environment that nurture your well-being. you know, nurture your well-being, being alone yourself, giving, enough time and enough space for your own growth, taking care of yourself like parents would care for a child. When we are in a deep stress, or when there is a misunderstanding in the relationship, we feel like we need to be spaced out. We need to be alone, where we need to sort out our thoughts and mind and hearts of the problem, the issues that is going on, isn't it? Spending time around people who supports us. So knowing our own worth and responsibility, knowing our own self, and trying to emerge out of that problem, we try to segregate ourselves from most of the people who doesn't accept us, isn't it? So this is called Philautia love. Okay. Number 7 is stored or family love. Stored refers to love between family members, like the love found between parents and children, right? Between siblings or between old friends, that like families. It builds a feeling of society. It builds a feeling of secure, okay, safe and security, and support one another, as well as um, during the joy that comes having shared memories, or it is an infinite love built upon an acceptance and deep emotional connections. This love comes easily, immediately in parents and child relationship. Like a child can be raised if my if your father and mother doesn't love one another, and if they don't plan to have you, they won't have given you the love that you require right now, isn't it? So this love is coming basically from our parents, and this is the relationship, that comes between we and our parents. Okay, it connects us. So here it is a time of like sacrificing our time. Our parents have sacrificed so much of time for us in upbringing us, while we are a small baby kid. We don't know what to do, and when we can't able to speak or crawl or stand or do something on our own, our parents have really sacrificed their sleep. Our parents have really sacrificed their time and effort, in taking care of our personal needs, and, giving us pleasure in talking, and then in chatting, spending time with us. It is this love has got a quick form of forgiveness with full action. We cannot like be annoyed with our parents for a longer time, isn't it? Nor like our parents cannot be so so annoying for us for a longer period. So what happens is that they help us, and they help us to understand that our parents, our love is always a matured one, a family love, isn't it? And these are some of the love that which we can, experience, and we can have memories till our life ended, isn't it? Right? Once we grow out, and once we have our own families with our own kids, or with our own generation or legacy that which we built along the time, these are some of the down the line that we remember how we have spent our time with our siblings and our parents back at home. The last one is maniac. Okay, mania or maniac. Okay, obsessive love. Now, mania can be a jealous and obsessive kind of love. It often involves feelings of codependency. Okay, codependency, or the feeling that another person will heal and complete you. However, we would consider that this behavior of symptoms of is unhealthy or a toxic relationship, isn't it? Rather than being a positive kind of love. Maniac is an obsessive love towards a partner. Most cases of obsessive love are found in couples with an imbalanced love towards each other. An imbalance of Eros and Ludus is the main cause of mania. Okay, with healthy levels of playful and romantic love, the harms of obsessive love can be avoided. See, when it comes for a relationship, when a person becomes so obsessive about his lover or a partner, they will become breathless, right? As if like we are in cage. So I request the people of out there who are into a relationship, do not be so obsessive about your partner. Don't give a lot of rules, do's and don'ts, that becomes so much of breathless, and it's like feeling like we are being a cage into a cave or case, something like that, and we don't feel like we are being, caged in, caught up in something that we are not feeling free and we cannot express our love. So if you are having this kind of attitude of obsessive love, your love relationship may not last long. Okay, may not last long. So have some boundaries, give space for one another, and try to recognize and trust your partner, so that you will have a healthy relationship. you know these behaviors, obsessive behaviors, will always put a mood off in the relationship or conversation or something like that. So what we need to do is that we need to mind our thoughts, our conservative motive or attitude towards others, as the way you want to spend your life, or the way you want to relate your love to your partner. So give enough time and space so that your partner can also do the same thing towards you. So here comes today, we are just learning about love, and this is just a pavement. Okay, this is just a highlight of what love is all about. And if you guys have got some time, you can also research more about love. Every human have got different thoughts and definition on love. So this is a short insight of love. Be blessed. Thank you so much.